Joined as usual by This Nurse Kills. Howdy, Holly.
How's it going?
Her audio kind of cuts out a little bit sometimes. We're trying a different setup other than having my phone placed directly next to the microphone, which is kind of terrible, but it's been working. So anyway, Holly, you were just complimenting my Fediverse setup of boosting things on Mastodon. So when I start streaming, Cast. Sorry, Holly, I'm not giving you a second to speak here, but there she is. Yeah, but once the stream starts, Owncast, is there a lag between us talking again?
Maybe.
I think so.
You would be the better judge than me.
I think there is.
I'll log off and log in real quick. See if that.
No, don't bother. Anyway. Well, I'll forget about the Fediverse stuff. I've posted about that elsewhere. Let's just play the game. We only have a little bit of time here tonight. Holly's got to go. So we've installed a few new mods here that I am interested in showing off. And Holly, I understand that you have done some work on your house that we'll take a look at as well.
I'm pretty pleased with it.
Awesome. Yeah, we still need to work on the audio for this. That's annoying. As soon as we start streaming, too. But yeah.
Oh, it was working just seconds ago.
Yeah, it really was. Here, let's take a look at some of these mods first. Do you notice anything different right out the gate?
Remember this?
Yes, that is a little puddle of water.
That is so cute.
Do you hear anything else?
We'll
see if you do.
I don't think so. Oh, I hear like a little drip.
So there are a few different mods that I installed. Some of them are more in the background, some of them are more in the foreground. We'll take a look at all of them. Here, you can come with me. We're going to go up to the library, and we'll take a look at the first one.
Okay.
We go all the way up to the roof. I'm hearing it. Some sound effects, adding some ambience. I'm hearing birds. Yeah, your audio is pretty bad, Holly. We're not hearing anything from you, so.
Do you want me to switch to the phone?
No, let's. That would be worse. Anyway, we only have 20 minutes, so let's just show off the mods and we'll fix the audio for next time. But the first one is going to be a new glider. It's called Delta Glider. If you just open your inventory and search for glider.
Okay.
So you see the old one that has existed, but there's also a new one. You can
official.
You can go ahead and give yourself one of those Delta gliders. You have one? Sounds like. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Whoa. What's that, Holly?
I just said thank you.
Okay. Cool. So you got your glider? Oh man, this one's turning into a wash. Your audio is atrocious. Anyway, let's just try it. So this one works a little bit different. And unlike the other one, which is kind of just a parachute where you just fall and you can't go back up at all, this one is a bit more dynamic. So you'll gain momentum as you go down and you can use that momentum to go back up. So it works more like an actual glider. So we can just jump off this and try it out. Yeah, exactly. And we're seeing another one of these mods coming into effect now. So there was a mod I had to install in the background to get this one working, and it turns out that that background mod, I forget exactly what it's called. It's called like Player Mobiles or something like that, something weird. Yeah, it's raining too, so that's the other one. We installed weather. But yeah, the Player Mobiles mod apparently does something for the old glider mod as well. So we used to have a bug where it would kind of just start falling out of the sky. I know Holly left, but I'm just deciding not to care much about her audio at this point. Welcome back, Holly. Your audio is not working, so we should probably just switch to the phone.
Okay. Go ahead and give you a call.
Okay. Welcome back. All right, so Discord is kind of crap. Oh, Captain Sparks is here. Hey, Captain Sparks.
Look at this. Captain, my captain.
We're checking out the new mods.
My first little brainstorm game.
Yeah, I just installed this today, and I don't know yet. So we had one in season 1, but it was really, really bad. And this one seems better, at least in terms of like just the way the rain looks. But it seems to change very frequently. Like, I don't think this storm is going to last very long, and then whatever comes after won't last very long either.
Okay. Pretty quick.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. I just installed it today, and I have not played with it much, so that was just...
It looks really cool. It almost looks like you can see the wind.
Yeah.
Going through it.
I do like the way it looks. There's another one that... So, like, there are 3 mods that were added for that. There's this background API weather mod that doesn't... You can't really see anything that does. And then there is the one that adds the actual weather systems. We can see that one here. And then there's another one I added that's supposed to add moon phases. And I think we're seeing a half moon here. That one also changes the sun, though, and I'm not sure I like the new sun, but not super noticeable.
Maybe it changes just the shape of it.
The texture. So yeah, even this moon, the moon has more detail to it, and I really like this moon. But the sun, that you'll see it during the daytime, that the sun looks a bit different, and I think I like the old sun a bit better. But I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it.
I have to make note. I didn't notice it.
We'll see. What else did I add? So yeah, that glider. In addition to having more control and being able to, ascend and descend, you can use rockets to add momentum. So let me give you some here.
Without telling me how to use this, I'm going to try it.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm going to put, you gave me 23. That's a very good place to start with the rockets. Here. I need like a rock. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
All right, rocket time. I'm going to turn around.
I don't know what that sound is, but...
All right, I'm going to rock it right.
So there's a cooldown on the rockets.
So fun. I'm going to travel 100% of the time now.
Yeah, pretty much. This is the best way. I guess I think I'm hearing hail. Do you hear?
Through your computer.
Pensive Gates has joined the chat. I believe that's probably Captain Sparks. Hold on, let me get your phone set up here. Make sure people can hear you. Ow. Yeah, I think it's hailing, and I think it's actually damaging the player.
Oh.
I did not look into this mod very much. I just saw that it was pretty highly recommended. So I was like, all right, sure, let's try it. Hey, Captain Sparks.
Maybe we get a little bit more rain because we're close to the jungle. Maybe it's biome dependent, you think?
I don't know. It could be. But I need to get indoors because this hurts.
Take cover.
Make sure the stream's going smoothly here. We're good. Yeah, I still need to get Matrix set up to do voice chat, but many things on the list.
Yeah. Maybe throw away Discord. It hasn't worked for a little while. I
Yeah.
feel like it worked once or twice though.
I think so too, but it's kind of it's reliably not reliable.
One thing for certain, two things for sure. Did I tell you about that
No.
the last time we were on? So saying is either one thing for certain, two things for sure,
Mhm.
or two things for sure, one thing for certain. And my husband and I each think it's the other, so we purposely use that a lot. Like I think it's one thing for certain, two things for sure.
Of course it is.
That's
Wait,
big, thank you.
you start with one and then you go to two. It's numeric.
Right. Well, it's either one thing for certain, two things for sure, or one thing for sure, two things for certain. So 1, 2, but is it one
Oh.
thing for sure? Or
Is
it
that
one
what you
thing
said the
for
first time? We have it recorded, so I'm going to verify.
certain?
Hello, Alpine Alert.
It will be fact checking.
I've never heard that expression before.
No?
Whoa.
Well, one thing for certain, two things for sure, you have now.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, let's
The
just.
glider looks like it gets used up a bit faster.
It's
I'm already halfway through it.
yeah, same here.
The other one goes on forever and ever.
Maybe if you crash too, it gets damaged. I like to pick up a bit of momentum and.
That was really majestic to watch.
Thank you. Hello, local developer. Local developer was here when I did Free Civ the other night. But
Oh,
yeah, I modeled that jump after watching the birds jump off of my porch from my old apartment.
wonder where the crow is now. Oh wow, look at that.
Look at what?
There's a Sweden law
I don't know where you are. There you
Oh,
are.
well, I'm
I see you.
falling, so
Yeah,
I get a
you
rocket here.
you stalled.
Ah, this thing,
Oh, me too.
if you go underwater, it will like
Stop working.
no, it kept diving, so like
Oh, really? It's like pulling you
sending me
under.
to the bottom of the ocean. I lost you here. Oh, there you are.
What
Now
did-
I'm a little worried I won't be able to find it again, but it might have been somebody else's. It looked somewhat familiar, but maybe that somebody had added onto it. So it could just be the same build that we've seen before, but
Is it
looked
the?
a little further along. It was up in the sky.
Oh, D House's
I
castle.
think it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think that's changed since we've last shown it on stream, but this has a bit.
Okay.
I messed around with the interior here. So added a few details. And then upstairs, I also changed up the bookcases.
Looks extra cozy with the rain in the background.
Yeah, I think so too. I like that addition. But I do kind of wish that there was an indoor sound for the rain. Like, it just goes totally quiet. One of the problems with the previous rain mod that we used in Season 1 was that it would rain indoors, and yeah, it was not very good. So I'm glad this one does not rain indoors, but you can't hear it when you're indoors, and that's a little bit.
But you gotta pick one, Eric.
I don't think you could.
Choose rain indoors.
I don't think you could hear it at all in the other one, so that one was just incomplete. But yeah, I added these.
Nice.
So the idea for this place was that it would be like a meeting hall. So the idea would be, everyone meets down here, sit at the table. You could take minutes in the bookcases and store them upstairs and have like an archive of that. But yeah, still a little more work to do.
Fan of the floor.
Yeah.
The floors are so intricate.
The rainbow roads.
The rainbow road. The name of a level in Mario Kart.
Yes.
Like the most difficult one.
Yep, the one that had no railings.
Yes.
You could pull off some pretty sweet cheats, though.
Really? In particular with that one?
Well, yeah, because you could drive straight off the road and just land on the road elsewhere.
Oh, that's a good point.
Are you jumping in puddles?
I am. Can you hear me? You're jumping in puddles.
I don't think it doesn't do anything, unfortunately, but
It'd be cute if it had a little, like...
yeah. Shall we check out your house?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say, for the expectation, in comparison to some of these other builds, but I did what I could. I started adding the second level.
Nice.
I'm a little lost today. And I really wanted to use the glowworms that we had gathered from the last time that we played. And interesting, I didn't realize that if you are placing glowworms, you can really only place, like, I don't know, the initial, like, root worm. And then if you try to build on it, like you try to lengthen the chain of glowworms, it doesn't do it, but you use up all of the glowworms in trying.
Oh,
so,
really?
yes.
I think I was able to do it.
Maybe I was doing it wrong, but just a tip, be careful with your worms, because all of a sudden you'll look up and they're all gone.
This looks pretty great, though.
Thank you. I'm playing around with some moss, but I don't think I like it on the front here. So I think I'm going to take that off and try to put something else. I just don't want it to look like a blob of a house. I want it to have some, like,
structure,
texture, and some structure. But I was going to add big windows. Yeah, that is a pro of the moss.
Yeah, some like big windows up top.
Big windows up top, but if I do that, if you look up, oh, there they go.
Oh, nice, they're growing.
I feel like if I had windows up here, it would reduce the impact of the worms. So the worms are going to dictate.
I don't know. It's going to have a pretty good view. Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty good scenery.
Yeah.
You could do small windows.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me log out and back in because my game keeps freezing up, and I think that fixes it.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
Back.
Yep.
He is risen. Yeah, I do like the view. I would probably want to, like...
Oh, 3 windows? Or a big one?
I could just make the whole thing a big-ass window.
What about the other side?
I would probably do the same. I think the windows definitely look nice.
You have a really good view.
Yeah, I probably.
And of that side too. Yeah, you have pretty good views.
I would just lean into it, maybe. Just make the whole thing. Why limit myself? In doubt, add more window.
Athene added to his treehouse as well.
Oh, really?
This is reminding me of that. Just do you remember how it had good panoramic views?
Yeah, I should keep those open. And you know how I feel about a single layer of ladder to go up and down with like a single block to go in. So I made it nice and wide.
That actually is a pretty good idea, because being able to just jump straight into it's kind of nice.
Yeah, and jump right out. I mean, I was like, this is my home. We're going for comfort here. You could like jump on it.
That's really satisfying.
No more like trying to finagle over a single block.
Okay, I like this. I am converted.
Hooray!
In the future, but I don't know. In the library, I kind of like the closed-in feeling.
It makes it more of a maze, which is appropriate for a library. I think for everyday living, you want to be able to just like. Doop.
Yeah, I think you're right. Local developer says he's impressed with how much there is in Luanti. Feels like, well, Minecraft. And Captain Spark says he hasn't played Minecraft.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think a lot of people that are on the server regularly, from what I've heard, don't play Minecraft at all or haven't ever played it.
Wow,
or haven't played it in a very long time. I think I am the outlier in that I have, until I started hosting the server, played more Minecraft than this. But yeah, you can see the sun just a little bit here. But.
Oh, it has almost like a glow about it. I like it. I feel like this looks like what the sun looks like when you stare at it with your like actual eyeballs in the real world, you know? It kind of starts like getting a bit of a like a crispness to the retina.
Yeah.
An impression, if you will.
And local developer, we also have some mods that are intended to give not necessarily a content from Minecraft, but we've taken a different take on some of the things. Primarily the Dwarf Fortress dungeons. Why don't we go ahead and show one of those, just for fun?
It's a good day to go see the dwarves. Is it dwarves or goblins?
So we have goblins installed, and they live in the caves, but we also have Dwarf Fortress style caverns, which mod the caves into these more impressive. And I think the second one's my favorite.
Right.
Uh-oh. I hear a gob dog.
These gob dogs kind of have it out for me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is about. They always attack me. These are cool. I don't recognize this. Have I been here?
Yeah, we have. I originally had the enchanting station down here. Yeah, I originally had the enchanting station down here, but up in that column. And local developer says it's good that we went for our own content. We don't have to mimic Minecraft. Yeah, our kind of long-term goal, I guess, is to make this out into kind of a unique game. And over the seasons, I want to collect builds in the World Edit mod. And then, for each season, we'll be able to copy and paste the builds in. So we'll, over time, build out this more and more intricate collection of buildings, things, other stuff. We also got our first successful trade with a goblin last time.
Yes, but what was it that they wanted?
A torch.
In the end? A torch. They have rejected they have rejected literally everything else that we've offered them. I need to watch you dive bomb in that particular glider.
These gliders don't work quite so well in the caves. The parachutes are a little bit better. Yes, local developer, the server is public, luanti.eom.dev, and it is port 30,000. So you're welcome to join. You can log on right now. As you can see,
Yeah, come on in.
Right there, Captain Sparks is joining us at this very moment. And Dreamy Hamilton has joined the game as well.
Woohoo!
Jerry Gamer 23, is that local developer? It could also be a random person, we don't know. Let's go upstairs and greet them.
Okay. Let's see. I don't remember. I know I set my home thing, but I don't remember exactly where. Oh, it's at the townhome. Good. I can now jettison myself. Oh. Something's going on with me.
So I don't think Jerry Gamer is local developer. We have someone new joining us.
Oh, I'm gonna log out and log back in real quick.
Okay.
I rode my glider into the water and my whole screen went blank. So
Interesting.
I'm not sure what that's about, but I will be right back.
Alrighty.
Right. I kind of like how all methods of traveling quickly get you somewhere fast, but they also kind of have this like hint of danger attached to them.
Yes. Like the glider, the old glider just plummets out of the sky. The new one will drag you to the bottom of the ocean.
Generally speaking, I'm still at the bottom of the ocean. I can eat, but I don't see anything in front of me.
I can teleport you to me. It's okay.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me. All right, I just went home.
Okay.
I got it. That was a good. I keep forgetting that we can do that. So, developer that is a pro of this game, set your home base, and that makes it so you're more willing to go on quite a few lengthy adventures.
I'm thinking that Jerry Gamer here is not local developer. I think he said he's not playing tonight. He's just inquiring. Welcome, Hylas.
All right. All right. I tried the glider again, and it started getting dicey, so I just traveled.
Yeah, and I've also so Jerry left. This can be a bit chaotic, but I also have like multiple chats going on at the same time. So I see like the Owncast or the Owncast chat off to the right. I have the chat in the game talking to you. A lot going on in these, but it's cool. It seems like there are piles of snow or whatever that is forming. Yeah, I got a snowball out of that.
Cool.
Aw,
I see it. Okay.
I was gonna try and throw it.
I know. I could see it in your pixelated eyes. I could tell. And it makes me need some snowballs immediately.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of this mod. Like, is it slowly going to convert the entire server into snow? Or is it? Kill Jerry. They're telling us to kill Jerry. And that I've neglected the chat. Apologies for that. There's a lot going on. Okay, so if Jerry comes back, our orders are to kill him. We have no choice but to obey. The chat has told us to do it.
Sorry, Jerry.
Yeah, sorry, Jerry. Feel free to come back, though.
With the promise of death.
He was right here. So we'll just...
He knew what was good for him, though. That's why he left so quickly.
Yeah, now that I'm looking around, I am seeing a lot of piles of snow.
Yeah, now that you mention it. I don't even think did we even see this when we first logged on?
I don't know.
I kind of don't think so. Maybe from the hail?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. But does it melt?
How do you throw a snowball? I'm just curious, asking for a friend.
It doesn't look like you can.
Oh.
Yeah, see, it's sad. Excuse me. I don't have a quick way to mute this mic. Yeah, here's more. See? I don't know about this. Like, if it's just gonna keep piling up every single time, it just accumulates. Yeah, Captain Sparks says that I snuck these mods in. Yes, I did. I snuck that along with the new glider in just this afternoon. And actually, there is another new one in addition to that has actually been running in the background for quite a while now, a couple of weeks, but nobody has noticed it.
You haven't told me what it is?
No.
Something to do with the gravity?
No?
Okay.
Yeah, local developers commenting about how early Minecraft used to always rain. Well, it's actually not that early. That was only like a few years ago that it would do that all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, YouTube videos really don't like it when it rains. Too many pixels changing, but...
Oh. That makes sense.
Hylas says he's procrastinating starting to play Bitcraft, watching some streams of it. I've been watching streams of a game called Vintage Story, which is another Minecraft voxel block game, but it's infinitely more tedious and difficult than Minecraft. So yeah, like the crafting recipes are like you have to place individual micro blocks to build one block.
That sounds horrible.
I was thinking that you probably would not enjoy it very much, Holly, but it seems to me like, for me personally, that's the kind of game that I like. I like it in theory, but in practice, I just don't have time. And so...
If you had the time, you'd be building this world pixel by pixel.
So I'm like Hylas. I've resorted to watching streams of it.
Maybe you could watch it in like fast mode, get more of that instant gratification.
Yeah, and I haven't heard of Bitcraft either.
I didn't realize there were so many of these.
Hylas says that Bitcraft is a new-ish game similar to RuneScape. Is it like...
Oh my days.
You're not saying that it's new in the way that RuneScape is new, because I don't believe RuneScape is the newest game I've...
RuneScape, I think, is it the first video game we ever played? First, like, internet computer game? You know what I mean? Like, online?
I think, like, Neopets or something like that probably was.
Oh my god, not Neopets.
Yeah.
I forgot about them. Still waiting for me to feed it.
Yes, on some server somewhere, there's millions of Neopets out there starving.
Jesus.
Local developer says it's hard to see the rain. Do you mean that it's not showing up well in the stream? I guess Owncast also does compression, so perhaps this is a problem for streaming as well, in which case I might take this mod back out, but...
It's actually, I think it's very pretty. If you could see it in the game itself,
yeah,
you can see that it's kind of like swirling around you almost.
I'm not so surprised that it needs some tuning. What exactly I need to tune, I'm not entirely sure.
I like it. Adds a little variety.
I'm guessing that it's probably the compression algorithm, or even it might even be OBS, my client software for running streams. The compression algorithm probably doesn't like having this many pixels change at the same time, so I can see why that might not be so great for Owncast. And given I want to stream from this server, I might need to uninstall that mod as a result, but we'll see.
I accidentally teleported myself.
Yeah, feel free to self-promote the blog post, local developer. I would like to see that. And where were you teleporting yourself, Holly?
I accidentally teleported myself to the library.
Oh, that's
from
okay.
Your house.
Yeah, I sometimes step on that too. It can Where'd you go? Oh, you came back.
Working my way over.
I think my glider's gonna break this time.
I think mine's getting pretty used up.
But I think that will be an opportunity, so I'm going to go for it.
Opportunity for what?
Oh. Didn't quite do it.
Oh no. Here it is.
Thanks for the blog post, Logal. I'll take a look at fixing this up later. But for now, I just want to show off that this mod. Yes, it did break mid-flight, and I don't have one to replace it, so I'm just going to jump. See the chat message?
You gave up on life?
Yeah, death messages.
Oh. I'm going to take that as a positive that myself and not many people are dying, so
Yeah,
it doesn't have as many opportunities.
I also just noticed a secret door.
Iris.
What in the world? Yeah, I actually noticed that too, Captain Sparks. Earlier today even, I harvested some of this wheat. And it all has grown back, but the papyrus has not grown back. I wonder if we need to redo how it's placed near the water. I don't remember, but we did have trouble with it in the last season as well.
Just with it growing, or people taking it?
With it growing. So it was hard to get it to grow. It grew very slowly. We had to get exactly the right soil and exactly the right conditions, but I think we did all that here, so.
Nice. This looks like gone a little bit further on the pumpkin.
Yeah, people have
all these jack-o'-lanterns.
People have invested in the jack-o'-lanterns.
We need to make a Halloween town.
Yes, we do. I do plan to put on the skeletons mod in October as well, so we'll add some monsters to make it creepy. I liked that idea. I think that.
Where should we?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, where should we place Halloween Town?
I don't know. Oh yeah, Captain Sparks' monster. Maybe that's a good place for starting. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head except maybe inside one of the caves.
Ooh.
Yeah, local developer says he likes the jack-o'-lanterns, and especially if we were doing caves, I can see that being the de facto lighting source in a cave would be jack-o'-lanterns for a Halloween town. That would be cool.
What is Captain Sparks' monster, dare I ask?
We went and saw it last time, remember? It's carved into the mountain.
Oh, that's right.
Hold on a second. Postmaster Wrinkles is hurt.
Oh, the color?
Yeah, he's yellow. So, for some of the new people in the chat, I don't think they've seen. And he's also made a run for it.
Get the lasso!
Get him.
We all have lassos in our mailboxes now for just this exact purpose.
I think mine's missing, but get him, Holly.
I'm gonna try.
Right click, not left click.
Okay, see, this is where it always goes wrong.
Let me see if I can feed him too. Heal him up. Yeah, this is why he's not such a fan of the nurse. Where's he going?
What happened?
You got him. You picked him up. You should have a spawn egg.
Did?
You have a spawn egg in your inventory now.
I do.
So now you can place him back inside the post office.
Okay.
So for the new people in the chat, I will show off that the Postmaster has been a recurring theme on this server. And in Season 1, we had the Animalia mod installed. So it was a cat, and it was Postmaster Whiskers. And we went through, what is that, seven different Postmasters in Season 1. People did not know how to properly pet the kitty, and it did not end very well. And so Season 2, we did not use the Animalia mod because it had some bugs, and we went for this Goblins mod, which added gob dogs. So now we have Postmaster Wrinkles, and we are on number 5. So
this one's been lasting for a while.
Yes, he's at least a week.
What do I do with this egg?
Right,
I have.
Right click on the ground to place him. There you go. And he's all
healed.
All happy. Look at him. Isn't he cute?
Look, he has a little outfit on.
Yeah, it does. Is that like a
little sweater?
Cool. I think I need to log out and back in. I'm getting kind of stuttery again.
Oh, okay.
Definitely need to fix up some parameters, but I think
it's lasting a little bit longer than I thought I would. I'll probably have to get off in the next couple minutes.
That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, I changed some things around with my stream. So it used to be that I was, turning this into a very small window and playing from that, and I would get like 12 frames per second playing this game. So I reorganized some of the stuff I have on OBS, and now I'm getting much better frame rate. So yeah, but still things to fix apparently. And local developer, what about now? Can you let me know if the errors you were seeing or the problems you were seeing are persisting now that the rain has stopped? I'm curious about that.
Oh, because I think we also discovered that if we go down into the caves and too many like gob dogs and whatnot spawn, that also kind of makes it a little bit.
Yeah, I think when I was around my house going down into where the there's a goblin lair down there.
Mm.
But yeah, let's go check out Athene's house.
Oh yeah, right, treehouse.
I really like this place.
I do too. This has like kind of inspired me a little bit.
Yeah.
To make a house more like this, because every house I've ever made in Minecraft or in Minecraft have all been kind of like a stone structure, and I've been thinking I want to like dig it into a mountainside or use more of the nature to make it.
Yeah, it can help build help you build faster if you just work with what already exists. But apparently we're still having a low bit rate on Owncast, so I'll have to look into that in the future. Sorry about that, everyone. Usually the recordings end up pretty smooth, so they're not really a good representation, but at the same time, at least we have something that is watchable. Yeah, these sound effects are new too. Do you hear like the frog?
I did. I heard it. Very soothing. We have frog sounds, but no actual frogs.
Yeah. There is a different animal mod that I'm considering adding, but I do try to only do a few changes at a time. If you add way too much, then you can run into problems. What's that over there?
Oh yeah, on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah. Doesn't look like anything's been built here.
My screen has gone dark again from using the lighter and rocketing into the ocean.
You're gone too. Yeah, you left the game.
I'm coming back.
Not enough compute power for Owncast, says local developer. That could be possible, and actually that's the best possible thing for to be going wrong, because I can easily add more. I just added a bunch of new virtual machines into the Kubernetes cluster on which this is running, so adding more compute or telling the deployment to have more resources at this point will be pretty easy. Very complex balance. I think the go-to Owncast expert for tuning from what I've seen. Oh, you are? Wow. Are you a developer of... Well, your name is developer, so that would make sense.
There's some caving over here, but it's...
I think Captain Sparks built this, and Captain Sparks, if I'm not mistaken, you've built a few bases around.
Ask Top Hat Rick for protectors?
Yes, like
the blocks?
Yes, I noticed that this build wasn't protected, so I said whoever built this can ask me for them, but I don't know, maybe someone joined and built this as a one-off and didn't come back. That happens a bit. Yeah, local developer says he's not an Owncast developer, but he spends a lot of time on video-related stuff. PeerTube is his next target. Actually, PeerTube is something that I have been thinking about deploying as well. What I usually do for these... PeerTube is like a... You know how Mastodon is supposed to replace Twitter?
Yeah.
So PeerTube is supposed to replace YouTube. It's a video sharing platform. Self-hosted video sharing. But it actually uses the exact same protocol as Mastodon. It's called ActivityPub. And so if you are logged into your Mastodon account, you can see all of your PeerTube subscriptions. And if you're logged into a PeerTube account, you could see posts from Mastodon and vice versa. So you have one account and you can see everything on the entire protocol.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. So like what I do to post things on the Fediverse at this point is I will upload my videos to something called Min.io, which does efficient uploads and downloads, which I will probably do to mitigate these issues, local developer. But I upload my videos directly to Min.io and then embed them into a post on Gitea or Discourse. And Discourse, at least, is also connected to ActivityPub. So, you know, as I was saying at the very beginning of the stream, when I start a stream, Owncast will post to ActivityPub to say that I am streaming. I will boost that post on Mastodon, and then once I'm done and I upload the recording and post it on Discourse, I then boost that post as well from Mastodon. So I get this workflow of publishing the content from the platform that I'm self-hosting. Local developer says...
coming together.
Yeah, exactly. Local developer says that he has his instance pretty hyper-tuned to be the best quality at the lowest bit rate. Now he tries to share the wisdom. Yeah, I'll definitely seek your guidance on that. Yeah, you shared a blog post I'll take a look at too. I just deployed the service and started streaming, so tuning it is not something that I have done. That's kind of true with a lot of the services I've deployed. I deploy them before I'm even really a user of them, so it's definitely a learning process over here.
We're all on the same learning ship together.
Yep. I just happen to have the wheel.
For better or worse. I think I'm going to have to log off at this point. I got to give my husband a call.
Cool. I'll probably
wait for him.
I'll probably
stay on?
Yeah, I'll probably stay on and hang out with the chat for a bit, but thanks for joining, Holly.
No problem. Thanks for having me as per usual.
Oui.
And giving me the tools to glide myself into oblivion.
Yeah, that's... Feel free to use that.
This fun stuff. I will. Ready?
All right.
Toodaloo.
Toodles, Holly.
Toodaloo, Eric.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye. All right, just the team now. Yeah, so I've been thinking about PeerTube as well, and yeah, Holly says bye. Yeah, so Holly and I usually stream on Tuesdays. So Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's usually when Holly and I are on together. So you guys can join in the game, in the chat, however you like for that. But as I was saying, I've been thinking about PeerTube as well, and I'm mainly interested in seeing video statistics. So, you know, with my current workflow, when I upload to Min.io and then post it on Discourse or something like that, I'll see how many people viewed the Discourse post, though I'm not sure I trust the number that it's presenting. And I can see different statistics like that, but I don't get actual video statistics. PeerTube is great, has some bad design choices, how it decides to encode. It works, but it can be bad quality sometimes. Oh, it has good statistics, though. Similar metrics to YouTube. Yeah, see, that's nice. That's really nice. And I actually want to embed the videos into other platforms. So, you know, I want Gitti to have videos embedded into pull requests so that looking at a pull request on my Gitti website is a rich experience. And I don't know, it seems like the way I do it right now, where I put it directly in Min.io, it seems like the actual home of the video is on Gitti or Discourse or something like that, whereas if I was uploading to PeerTube, that would be its home and embedding it elsewhere. But maybe I'm overthinking it. Where'd Captain Sparks go? Bit of a shift of mindset, that's for sure. I used to just put stuff on the web server and call it a day, similar to Min.io. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I don't actually know because I haven't looked into it, but every other service I've deployed has allowed me to set Min.io as the background storage platform. So probably can still end up using it in the background. Yeah, that's kind of weird. They're just floating there. I didn't know you could place them in the world. Maybe a gobdog did it. Yep, S3 bucket. That's exactly. Yep. Yeah, I was just going for self-hosted stuff, so with Min.io. I'm not sure how much it actually helps to use Min.io since I'm self-hosting both services on the same computer. So I don't know how helpful that actually is, but you have a couple friends switch away after they went all in on commercial and nuked their open source. Whoa, I didn't know about that. I thought I was... When did that happen? I thought they were all open source. I'm gonna harvest some wheat, make some bread. Yeah, actually, that's one of the main reasons I was using Min.io, was that I liked that it was open source and a self-hosted alternative to S3. As a matter of fact, I was considering migrating Discourse over to use Min.io as the backend as well. I've been hesitant to do so, though, because it makes Min.io a dependency of Discourse, and it just seems a little bit heavy, you know? A lot of dependencies just to have your pictures on Discourse. So I've been leaving them in the background, and so it's interesting to hear that they're not doing an open source version anymore. They deleted it from the open source version. Wow, that's crazy. Surely there's a fork of it then. Also, make sure I'm pronouncing this correctly. Giacomo Foley at Mastodon.social liked that the stream went live. Thank you, Giacomo Foley. Open source and that the code is there, but they kneecapped it and are not supporting it as well. I'll have to read up about that. That's unfortunate. I am using it in the back end for Mastodon at the very least. Without MinIO, I don't know that there is an alternative, an open source alternative to S3. Hey, a wheat magnet. Have a good night, Clever Hopper. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Disappointing, but at least I didn't do any of those significant migrations. And also, I keep all of my original videos on my local hard drive anyway, so it's not that essential. But it is annoying that all of the posts that I have made, you know, I've embedded MinIO URLs in both Gitea and Discourse with the expectation that it would just be open source. So that's annoying. If I do something else, I would have to change that. Maybe PeerTube is the answer. Maybe I should be uploading directly to PeerTube. But MinIO offers a lot of nice features with, like I can mount the file system on my local directory. Hey, Captain. Keen Westcoff joined the chat. Hello, Keen Westcoff. If you want an instance to try out before you install it, I can get you an account on tubefree.org if you're interested. I might be interested. I'll reach out to you about that. Yeah, it'd be great to see the background. And I think migrating accounts, I would eventually want to self-host it. But I think that the Fediverse allows for migrating accounts, so quite a lag gap between game and broadcast. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. But how's the stream quality though? Is it still poor? And I do actually, you know, my game is freezing up every few seconds and stopping, so that is not an artifact of the stream, as so much as the game. Weak part of the Fediverse. Well, even so, it would probably be useful to just see the back end of what an account looks like so I can decide if I would want one. But I have enough compute power. Actually, what I would be really interested in is a Helm chart for PeerTube. I have not found one yet, and I don't really like just deploying pods from just, you know, raw Kubernetes or raw Docker containers. Mastodon has been quite a bear to host, actually. I did a live stream last week about adding compute power to my Kubernetes cluster, and that was actually to solve a problem for Nextcloud. It worked for that, but Mastodon continued crashing for quite a while after, and I only fixed that today. Talking about things I have no knowledge. Sorry, Captain Sparks. I should focus on the game while I'm playing the game, shouldn't I? But, you know, shop talk. If you'd like, Captain, I can I'll cook up this bread, and then you and I can take a look at the town hall together. Wonder how much BBR improves network performance. What is BBR? Ian Westcoff. BBR. Maybe I've heard of BBR and I just am not recognizing the acronym. Captain Sparks says your new rig is almost built. Do you mean in-game or like a gaming computer that you're working on? What kind of PC did you get, Captain Sparks? Is it Linux? I know there are some graphic settings I can do in this game, specifically with dynamic lighting, that make it look a lot better, but I was having such frame rate problems with the streams that I turned all that off. But now that I fixed that, maybe I should turn it back on. That's a great way to use an old computer, Captain. Putting Linux on it. Make sure you've gotten all the important data off, but it's a great way to start learning with the environment. From what I've seen, most of the games that I want to play have been available through ProtonDB. On this channel and my platform, I usually focus on open source games, but the ones I have on Steam have mostly worked with ProtonDB, with the exception of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which I'm very sad about. I really like that game, and I can't play it. I do still have Windows installed on a hard drive somewhere, but I am morally opposed to turning that on. And you built it yourself. Nice job. I think I might be running on a first gen i7 right now as well. I could check. Uh, I am currently on a Intel Core i5 8400. I don't know what generation or year, but this thing's pretty old. I've had it since college. My yeah, so this is what I'm currently playing on is a relatively older Dell Inspiron Tower PC, but I also have, and I've written posts about a Dell Latitude 7230 Rugged Extreme tablet, which has a much more modern processor, and I use that for more intensive tasks, but it's also kind of a laptop. Either way, it does everything I need it to do. But then my servers, those are where the real processors are. In the T640, I have, what is it? A Intel Xeon. I don't remember the number that's associated with it, but it has 16 cores. So you're not going to beat me on processors when I have big servers like that. So yeah, and the server that runs my Kubernetes cluster also has 256 gigabytes of RAM. So if we really want to start pulling out compute numbers, then so your main server is an i7 14700. Let me see. Let me pull up the actual. So the actual one is Intel Xeon Silver 4216, 2.10 gigahertz, 16 cores. Yeah, I'd be interested to see. I have a hard time imagining any. Oh, that's a server. That's a server. But it's an i7, not a Xeon. That's odd. Most of their server processors are Xeons, aren't they? i7 is usually a consumer. Is it like a Dell Optiplex? Check out the town hall. %72 faster than that Xeon. That's pretty crazy. How many cores does it have? I have 32 terabytes of storage, but it's hard drives, not solid states. Oh, Captain Sparks, you finished the roof. Let me see. Interesting. So one of the main things I was looking for when I got my this is looking really good, Captain. When I got my processor was CPU cores because I needed to run as many virtual machines on it as possible. And I do kind of find the user benchmarks hard to believe on that, just because, you know, a Xeon processor next to an i7 processor, I just have a user benchmarks is probably assuming certain hardware, like consumer hardware. I don't know. I find this suspicious that it's 72% faster than one of the latest and greatest server processors from the same brand. I find that a little bit suspicious, but anyway, the roof looks good. What are you doing? You just sank into the roof, my friend. That, do you just like shift? What did you do? Oh, that makes sense. Single-threaded workloads, much worse on a Xeon than a i7. That I can believe. Yeah, and I guess how many threads does your processor have? I think if I'm reading this correctly, it's minus 16 cores and 32 threads per core. Yeah, so Captain Sparks, what do you think of the library changes I made here? I edited the bookshelf layout, and I'm actually a little bit unsure of what to do in these side rooms on both floors just because of the way the geometry is working out. If I look at these ones down here on this side in particular, so I'm putting this too thick wall in here, and it makes this flush, which kind of looks nice, but then we're going to have 2 blocks. Whoa. I was in the middle of talking, sir. Something to show me? Anyway. So yeah, the geometry of these rooms doesn't really work out for too thick walls. And I keep freezing up. I'm gonna log out and back in real quick. 1 second. Okay, so yeah, the geometry doesn't really work out here. If we count the number of blocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have an even number of blocks on this wall, which is not very good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on this wall. So that's not very good. And if I took out this double, well, actually, I think it would end up being 9 because I would cover this wall. So that's better. Whoops. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Following along with the plan, I would fill this in with this jungle wood. Maybe that will end up looking good in the end, but I'm not very sure. Yeah, they worked on the outside, Logal. We did odd count walls on the sides, on the outside. Whoops. Here, so you can see like we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's going on? I guess there's a 9th if you count the interior corner. But I think I'll probably go ahead and fill this in with the jungle wood just so I can see what it looks like. Same thing on the other side. And we do need more bricks for finishing out these walls, but it is coming along pretty well. Thanks, local. Yeah, building is... I'm pretty good with building. I'll show you, since you were here. This tower is my most recent build. I take a lot of inspiration from BOO, and so a lot of what I do is kind of just implementing things that he says in this game instead. So, yeah, the little log cabin that I have over there, those are my main two builds. Other people built most of the other stuff, and Captain Sparks is the main architect of this one, though we've worked together on it. Yeah, the tower is going to be interesting to try and move to the next world. I kind of realized after building it that I should have probably should build things in creative mode and then import them into this world. That way it's, you know, really easy to import them. They're built with the intention of being imported. Whereas on this one, I built it into the mountain, which looks cool and has a nice effect, but it's going to make it really hard to save with the edit mod. And I guess when I try to move this into season 3, I'll just end up copying part of this mountain, and then I'll edit the build once I get it over there, so that it's more copyable in the future. Let's see. I'll see if I have some jungle wood. Yeah, so this was one of my first builds in the game. Season 1, I did not have the fireplace there. I added that this season, but this was the original house that I built. And I built it in season 1 and then just copy and pasted it over here for season 2, which is the goal for all of our builds, but let's see. I think I might be out of jungle wood, which is unfortunate. But Captain Sparks, I think you live in the jungle and probably have cut down a few jungle trees, so maybe you have some. Thanks, local. Do you have any jungle wood, Captain Sparks? Back at your house. I can never find your house, Captain Sparks. It's really easy to see if you go above the tree line, but otherwise, it is impossible. Even if I pull up the map. Oh, I think I do see it on the map, actually. A lot of noises in this jungle. Here it is. Impossible to find if you don't know what you're looking for. It's just these 4 little dots on the mini map. This isn't your house? You're the owner. You don't live here, though. Lowly wizard's house. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. I've been here, though. And the crows are a nice ambience, but... So the first part of that noise that we just heard is very commonly used, like that loom. But that's a loom that lives in the northeastern United States. And you'll see it in movies all over the world. So like if a horror movie is set in a remote location, you will hear that that northeastern loom call. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't have any more jungle wood, so do I have any jungle saplings? I don't know. In Minecraft, I remember that jungle trees needed to be planted 2 by 2. I don't think that's a thing in this game, though. These trees over here, I think, are just for farming purposes. Actually, they kind of look nice, so I'll just plant over here. Or over here. Oh, the quick movement loses frames. Didn't know that. I will stop doing that then. I'm guessing the rain is doing that as well. Oh, here we go. All that looking around. And I had some in my inventory as well already. Yeah, that's another problem is, so on this side, the brick is flush with these pillars, but on this side we have wood flush with the pillars, so I don't know, maybe this side should actually just be exposed brick? Maybe that's the solution here. You know, a lot of apartments will charge you extra for exposed brick, so we can call that a feature. I need some more brick and pine. Or aspen wood is the white one. All the signs of an overloaded encoder, unfortunately. That does make sense to me. Let me take a look. My CPU, okay, yeah, my local CPU is only at 17%. I am seeing 7,474 dropped frames listed in OBS. I'm getting about 2,000 to 3,000 kilobytes per second. And if I go over to Owncast admin, let me see. My playback health is at 100%. You're streaming to Owncast at 25,000 kbps, but only broadcasting to your viewers at 12,000 kbps. Unnecessary work be performed. Interesting. I wonder. So I see a message in Owncast. It says I am streaming at 20. I am streaming to Owncast at 2,500 kilobytes per second, but only broadcasting at 1,200, requiring unnecessary work and is expensive for the CPU. So I should either decrease what I'm sending to Owncast or increase what I'm sending to the viewers. And let's see, can I increase what I'm sending to the viewers right now? Or should I just decrease what I'm sending to Owncast? Very low numbers. Okay, wow. Send 6,000 to viewers and 16,000 from OBS. Okay. Can I do that live? Can I do that right now? Yeah, I can see that. Add new variant. I have to stop streaming to see the effects. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm not going to fiddle with it now, so I don't have to stop the stream, but that's good to know. I will work on that. Oh, and thanks for the bricks, Captain Sparks. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for helping me troubleshoot that. I don't want to restart the stream right now, so actually, I mean, maybe it is a good idea to restart the stream. What do you think? Uncast defaults are interesting to say the least. Yeah, it would seem so. Really appreciate the feedback. I've been streaming here for about a month, and first I've heard, so glad to know. I wonder if it's also affecting my game, because I don't know, I've had lots of problems with the game suddenly freezing. It all started when I moved to this apartment too, so I don't know. I'll have to look into the settings more. I do have 8 gigabytes upload download speed from Google Fiber, so that much at least should not be a problem. Yeah, I actually didn't see anything in the Owncast docs, so I appreciate it. Actually, it might be interesting on Discourse to document some of this. Yeah, 8 gigabit. Still not sure what BBR is. Stupefied Hodgkins, this is not Minecraft. This is Mine Test, an open source alternative, or Luanti as it is now called. It's a very similar game, but it's fully open source. And instead of having a team of developers, that is Mojang, adding content on a regular basis, it is a open source game where the community builds mods and adds the content they want into their own servers. And this is also a open source, or not open source, a public server, luanti.eom.dev. So you can download the game for free and you can join the server and come play with us. BBR is a different algorithm for determining how much data can be forced over a TCP connection, better than modern internet. Interesting. Yeah, Stupefied Hodgkin. I'm playing this on these well, most of my streams are actually technology and showing how to build stuff, but I do also play some open source video games, mainly this one, and more recently, as of this weekend, I played some Free Civ, which was really cool. I'll be doing that more in the future as well. Solid Heron. Welcome aboard, Solid Heron. Thank you very much, Captain Sparks. Oh, were you here for a free civ? Thanks for joining for that. That was fun. Probably be doing another match of that this weekend. Probably another single player one. Still trying to learn the ropes. Thanks, Captain Sparks. You're pretty popular around here, Logal. I'm glad that you've joined the stream. Oops. Yeah, Captain, the sun graphic is different. That and the moon. So the mod I installed goes with these weather mods. It's a moon phases mod, and apparently it changed the sun as well, which I did not expect it to do. Now, I personally really like the new moon, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about the sun, but Holly said she really liked the new sun, so. Oh, you're going to stream tomorrow? Oh, and you think you're going to play Luanti? Are you going to be doing single player or multiplayer? I have seen for single player, Wuzzy has been developing a game called Laser, and I've been considering doing a single player stream of that. I actually was considering, once I put all these new compute modules on my Kubernetes cluster, I was thinking that I could do a another server of Laser, but it's a single player game, so that doesn't unfortunately make sense. Yeah, you are absolutely welcome to join this server. Please do. I'll give you the heads up that I often AFK in this world. I like to, when I have a cup of tea in the morning or I am working my 9 to 5 during the day, I often like to sit in my library or my cabin and say hello to people who join. So depending on what time you're on. Yep, full survival mode. Mining, gathering, all that stuff. We do have some features to make it a little bit easier, such as the markets. I'll show you those so you can get started with it. Not sure what I'm going to do up there yet. Yes, Solid Heron, you can play Luanti on a phone. There is a Android version, and I think there is a iOS version as well, but you need to... What is it? You need the test flight app or something, because it's not official or something like that. But yeah, just so you know, local developer, we have markets here as well, so they haven't been too active just yet, but it can be a good way to get started quicker. You know, you can buy some food here, and if you want, I can leave some gold for you. Also, we have the trading markets here, so you can summon the caravan. It'll take a minute to get here, but actually, Logal, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to hide a box with some gold in it, and you can come and take that, and that can help you get started on the markets, but you'll have to get it before anybody else takes it. And the only people who will know it where it is will be the ones on the stream. So if Captain takes it, that's going to be cheating. All right, where are we going to put this? All right, so spawn is right where those markets are. Let's see. Where is the buried treasure going to go? Do you have gold, Captain? I can give you some too, actually. Spawn is right in here. This container right here. So you will end up spawning right here, right where I'm standing right now. So from there, maybe we'll go towards the statue over here. And let's bury it behind this tree. All right, Logal, that's for you. Any rules you should be aware of beyond don't be a dick stuff? No, not really. Pretty much free to do what you want. And, you know, I've spoken to you here. You seem like a cool guy, so I'm not really worried about it. For the most part, rules on the server are created by necessity. If something happens for which a rule is needed, then I will create a rule, but nothing has really happened. So, yeah, no, you're pretty good. Take a bet that you remember the location. Yeah, I'll check later and we'll see. What's going on here? Oh. So, I think someone did do that, Solid Heron. Make it wasn't quite 100 block tall phallus, but there have been phallic objects that have appeared on the server, and we tend to take them down. So no one has been banned. If I end up having to clean up phalluses all day because of your activities on the server, then the ban hammer might be employed. So I'm a good sport, though. So. And when you guys join, feel free to come over to the post office here and claim a mailbox. The green ones are available, and I don't know how much activity has been on it, but most of these people I've seen quite a lot on the game, so it's a cool way to see who plays. The server name is luanti.eom.dev, or just luanti on eom.dev. I tend to name all of my services just exactly what they are. It makes it easier to remember things. Thanks, Local. I actually don't. I don't know what you're referring to there, Captain. But oh, we should also get some more bricks on the go. Do we have? I think we have some clay. Oh, nice. Clay, dirt, sand is the hard one to get. Next to the post office on season 1. Boy, I'm gonna have to load season 1 back up because I do not remember that. I've been meaning to recover. So Chi, I haven't seen Chi around in a while, but the boat that Chi built and the lighthouse from season 1, I still want to collect, but haven't quite gotten around to that yet either. Air bubbles when I'm underground? What are there? No air bubbles? There they are. I think I just ran out because I was drowning. Yeah, probably the white sand was hiding the bubbles. Hey, Solid Heron, you're in the game now. Welcome. We are right over here. You are right over there, in case you're wondering. By the way, we also have the skins DB installed. So if you are so inclined, you can send me a custom skin or just use one of the ones that are available in the game. When I installed that mod, I was expecting it to be very popular, but I'm the only one who's using a custom skin, and even that, I'm actually just stealing my skin from Beetle Below, so... Yeah, send your Minecraft skin. I'll totally upload it. Yeah, I'm kind of a noob at this game too, Solid Heron, so don't worry. It's no problem. And I have a tendency to invite people to play that also don't know the game, so, you know, we'll all be in good company here. Yeah, I'm really not sure about these interiors being too thick now. Maybe it's better to just see the brick, or to do what we did in here and use slabs against the walls. I am pulling up your screen. I've got your skin in another tab. I'll download it later and add it to the server. And if it's not compatible, there's actually a converter available, so I should be able to convert it over. You might have to test it yourself, though, and let me know if it doesn't work, and we'll fix it. But yeah, no problem. Yeah, and if you want to, the discourse that I have, discourse.eom.dev, discourse, there is a category there for Luanti and several threads for, you know, season 1, season 2, and stuff like that. So, you know, if you do a live stream and upload the VOD onto your PeerTube, you would be welcome to also add it to the season 2 thread. I've been trying to encourage people to add content to that as well. So it could be a place where we can develop a community of people who are, you know, all doing the same kind of thing of creating content, putting it on the thread, etc. If you feel so inclined. So Solid Heron, we don't necessarily always, we don't always have group initiatives. So we're not necessarily trying to clear out the forest. If you would like to pick an area and clear that forest, you're certainly welcome to. And I have been thinking that it might be a good idea to start doing some group activities like that. So if you want to suggest things like that, we're open to it. At the moment, Captain Sparks and I are working over here on this town hall if you'd like to come join us. You're also welcome to just take a look around and see what you think. How do you sign up for your discourse? It has Google, Apple, and LDAP option. GitHub, not LDAP. It can't. Interesting. I didn't realize it had a problem with Apple or GitHub, but yeah, it's just single sign-in with Google. So, curious. I was thinking that making it single sign-in with Google was the easiest option for everybody. If you have feedback about that, then I'm open to that. I don't think there are. Yeah, I don't think you can make a local account on it. Yeah, take your time, Solid Heron. Have fun. So if you'd like local developer, I can add an account for you on my LDAP server. and then you would be able to log in with LDAP. The only problem there is that you're technically inclined, so it might not be such a problem for you, but you would have to log in to PHP LDAP admin using your full distinguished name to change your password. Otherwise, it would just be something random that I set. So if you want, I can give you an LDAP account. It's not the most convenient. And I was actually pretty opposed to single sign-on as well until I started implementing it on my own services and realizing that those services don't really see anything from using single sign-on. So I feel much more comfortable using it now that I've implemented it on my own stuff. Yeah, no problem. I'll set up an LDAP thing for you and send you a link. Interesting to know that people want LDAP. And I also have a Nextcloud instance that, it would be nice that from Nextcloud you can log in with LDAP, and then there's a nice user interface where you can fill in a box and it will change your LDAP password for you. But just the way I'm using things on Kubernetes, that's not a TLS encrypted route just because it's all local in the cluster. And Nextcloud is not allowing me to use the feature because it's not HTTPS, so that's a little annoying. But they don't see much, but if Google bans my account, rip up all those services I use. Yeah, that's a good point. I think so. The way it works when I look on my services, when I first log in, yeah, I guess if you create it with single sign-on, I don't really know, but usually there actually is a local account and it will have a password, and it's just associated in the background with a Google sign-in. Hold on, let me go over to Solid Hair, and apparently there's a Simpsons reference somewhere. The statue? It probably does depend on the service. And you would certainly, if you create your account with single sign-on, then you probably do need to do some specific things to set a password on that account. I think the main thing for me using single sign-on, though, is that my Google account is actually linked to a self-hosted email account. So I suppose if Google were to ban my account, then the third-party service that I want to log into, I would just say that I forgot my password, and it would email me the recovery stuff to my self-hosted one. Sorry. Oh, the graveyard of postmasters. Yes. I was explaining that a little bit earlier, but in Season 1, we had the Animalia mod, and we had a cat that was our postmaster. It was Postmaster Whiskers. And people come onto the server and aren't sure whether they should right-click or left-click in order to pet the kitty. So they ended up dying quite a lot. And in this season, we did not have the Animalia mod. We were using the Goblins mod instead. So these are the Gob Dogs, who I call Postmaster Wrinkles instead. I like the different character of each one, how this one's certainly a goblin's graveyard, and this is the kitty graveyard. But yeah, it does remind me of The Simpsons too, now that you've mentioned it, the different snowballs. I liked the Halloween special where they came back to life. Ooh, getting real framey here. The weather does not cooperate well with. Let me log out and back in real quick. I don't usually get these kind of frame rate issues when I'm just playing the game. It only happens when I'm streaming. I guess it's probably... I don't know what I guess it is. I have no idea what it is. It seems to just be this game, too. I don't think other games do it. These I meant to cut down, so... I'm just gonna fly. A little easier. Yeah, you hear that loom? That loom lives in Maine, North America. You know if you do GPU encoding or CPU encoding in OBS? I hope GPU, because it should be using my NVIDIA drivers and my NVIDIA graphics card. But I did not manually set that, so I should probably double check. The game has lag when crouching. Interesting. I never noticed that. Yeah, that's a good point. Older CPU. I do have... So, when I bought my PowerEdge R720 server, I got it secondhand off Craigslist. And the guy who sold it to me also gave me I forget exactly what it is. It's like a NVIDIA P60 Tesla something that's like specifically made for video encoding on servers. I have not installed it or done anything with it, but I may have a dedicated piece of hardware to solve this problem, which would be kind of interesting. Now that I know that I have the problem. Owncast can make great of that on the server side. OBS, you have a lot more flexibility to tune it well, but we can get into those details later. Yeah, I'll have to share exactly what the hardware thing is that I have. And it's getting a little bit late here, so I might end the stream relatively shortly here. Yeah, it's about time. I'll just finish up with these bricks, clean up my inventory a bit, and then I'll wrap it up for the evening. Hey, Captain, what's up? Yeah, the ripe old age of 30. I'm starting to feel it around 10 o'clock as well. But it just seems that every day there's something interesting going on around this time, and so I end up staying up way later than I want to, and then I wake up late. And part of the funny thing is, so I just moved into this new apartment, and it's in downtown Raleigh, the city in which I live, and I live in a skyscraper, and I look out my window into another skyscraper, and that one is office buildings. And so, like, I will wake up in the morning and open my bedroom door and look out into people who are already sitting at their office working. And I don't know how to feel about that. Thanks for being here, Logal. It was great having you as well. Yeah, the chats are much more active these days, which I've really enjoyed, and certainly want to see you in game as well. That's been a lot of fun. So I'll try and tune into your stream as well tomorrow. It is a good view. Right. Yeah, I'll probably sign off here too, guys. I'm just gonna head back to my house, and I'll go to my usual chair. Good night, Logal. I will see you around. Thanks very much for joining. Thanks for your advice, your tips. Certainly have a better stream in the future as a result of that. And I look forward to seeing you later. And that goes for everyone. Thank you all for joining me. And I will see you next time. I will probably be... I went to New York City and I never imagined looking into another building. Yeah, it's quite an interesting experience, especially knowing that they can look back. So... Anyway, yeah, thanks all for joining. And I think the next stream of Luanti on the calendar will be for next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'll probably be doing more streams in between, and I will be in the game more in between. So Captain Sparks, Solid Heron, I look forward to seeing you guys again. And toodaloo for tonight.